Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit tonight. Today's been a hot day, and the cool change is just starting to come in. I can feel it coming through the storage unit ever so slightly, but if I seem like I'm flush, it's because it's been like nearly 40 degrees. Um, what I do on this channel is I show off 4 books that I've selected from random, and I end on a key issue. This video has a theme, and it's old horror and old romance. Okay, so the first book I want to show off is House of Secrets issue 114. As you can see, I bought it for $10. This would have been about a year ago, year or two ago, and yeah, I really like this cover. I don't know who has done the cover, but yeah, a hockey a hockey team of specters chasing after this gorgeous girl in red, always in red, and yeah, it's just it's a cool read. um, I don't know what else to say about it. I just wanted to show it off. If you know more about this, please put down in the comments down below. Yeah, there we go. House of Secrets issue 114. The next one is Vault of Evil issue 11, and okay, so we have a vampire here, and we have this girl here, but he's a really weird looking vampire in that uh, he kind of looks like a cross between a vampire and a werewolf, just with his ears up like that, and he kind of looks like he has a lot of fur on his face. And I understand that like vampire bats have a lot of fur on them, fur and leather. But I don't actually think I've read this. I think I need to take this home and really, um, enjoy it, appreciate it. I will also add this is a reprint book, and if you're a fan of old horror, and I mean like 50s and 60s horror, reprint books like this, they're a very cheap way of getting your horror fix. Even ones that have uh, the stickers, not stickers, but someone's written 20 cent, 20 here, could be 20 cents, but it doesn't bother me because the price goes down, and then I buy it and I enjoy it. Now, this book, okay, Just Married, issue 114. Yeah, another one, issue 114. How about that? But yeah, so as you can see, I bought this from my comic shop, and the reason why I wanted to show this off is because this book invoked a memory of many, many, many years ago. I got a tax return, and it was a sizable tax return, and um, my kids were very young, and it was the first time I'd actually had a little bit of money behind me, and I thought, oh, what could I do? What could I buy? Because it's been many, many years since I bought myself you know, a comic lot. Because I had a mortgage and all that kind of stuff. And I knew there was a guy. His name was Phil. His name is still Phil, and he lives like in the inner city of Melbourne. And he had this comic shop called Evil Empire, and I don't know what it was about Phil. He was the nicest guy, and he had such an eclectic mix of books. It was so great to go to a convention and see Phil there, and know that you could just go and just have a look and find just like the most weird books. I mean, look, the prices weren't like stealing. They weren't extra cheap, but they were fairly priced. $5, $10, $15. Um, and I remember I phoned up Evil Empire or Phil when the tax return came in, and I said, "Look, mate, I've got X amount of dollars to spend, and I want to buy a whole lot of romance books." And he was very nice. He's like, "Oh, I've certainly got a whole bunch here. You can come to the store and have a look." But he was only ever open on like a Tuesday. So I said, "Look, I tell you what, just I'll tell you what, I will send you $100 and some for postage. You just collate a whole lot of books to the value of $100, and you send it through." I was very trusting in those days, and he sent through some books, and they were great. They were great romance books, but as time goes, money comes and money goes, and I had to sell. And see, one of the only times I've ever sold comic books, it's my eternal dismay, and I sold these romance books, and I didn't make back the money I'd made, the money I'd bought them for, which was kind of annoying, but I needed the money at the time, and unfortunately, I didn't write down the issues that I sold, because I wouldn't mind getting them again. But yeah, this book just kind of reminded me of that story of love's lost. Okay, now, and I also had Phil closed his shop during the pandemic. He said that he was done with selling comic books, and he was going to be an Uber driver or a delivery driver. And he still has the shop. He still lives above the shop. The shop is full of books. Those eclectic books, and people I know say, yeah, you can. It's just on the main drag, and you can walk past the shop and you can see the books in the window, but it's all kind of boxed up, or protected so no one breaks in. But yeah, just some really great stuff. But I don't know what he's going to do with it. Yeah. Oh, if only. If only. Now, the key issue I want to show off. Again, it's a reprint book. It's Monsters on the Prowl, issue 24. And it's a reprint of the Magnetor story. And here's Magnetor here. And again, it's just, it's a cheap, not cheap and nasty, but a very cheap way of enjoying these horror books at a nice price. And I will say again, if you are a fan of horror, romance, war, find these reprint books, because there's always something in here that you're going to enjoy. And I mean, look, it's an anthology of short stories, so you're probably going to get, say, 3, maybe 4 or 5 stories. And the beauty of that, and I've spoken about this before, the beauty of anthology books is that you have like 4 out of 4 chances of really enjoying the stories. And if you only enjoy one, then that's okay. Like I read one earlier today. It was a science fiction book, and no, sorry, it was a horror book. That's right, it was a horror book. I was reading it while I was waiting for my kids to finish school, and the first story was the second story, it was okay, but the third story was great. Oh, it was such a good read. Yeah, I'll probably show it off in in another video, but yeah, it was a good read. So that's the video for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it as always. And thanks for sticking with me, and I'll catch you next one.